Yo, back with another episode of Documenting the Journey. What episode are we on? I always forget to check before I start actually recording this shit. I look sunburnt, which I actually quite like because it means I finally got the sun. Been away in Dubai for the past week for anyone, well, 6 days. Episode 40, wow. If anyone that cares, been in Dubai for the past week in this beautiful fucking Airbnb villa. Have not been getting enough work done, really, in hindsight. I don't know if like the vloggy style content that I've done is going to go in this video or if it's going to go separate. Also don't know what these sound like when I'm holding them close up. But I have made the somewhat high-risk decision to... Well, I was meant to be going to Bali originally. This fucking angle looks shit. Wait, let me try something else. No, that looks worse. Fuck it. I hate two ears in shot. I don't know if you noticed when I film shit at home. I have like the angle this side because I hate my face for two ears and I've become super self-conscious. But I was meant to be in Bali. I booked a trip with like my Aussie and New Zealand mates from like the OG Bali dropshipping days. About 9 months ago, I agreed to it, and I almost forgot what was happening. And that's on the 26th of April. Then I was here, and I wasn't going to go because it felt really inconvenient to stay here or go back and then go to Bali. But then I had a bit of an epiphany, and I was like, fuck, I wasn't actually feeling very good back in London for the past month. I just moved into a new place, which I really can't complain about, and it's very nice and a lovely setting, but my flatmate Adam wasn't there. Been shit weather, which really fucking affects me. I feel like I've been in the trenches, it feels like, for about the past 3 months, and I just realised, why am I not going to Bali? I love that place. I was obviously there for New Year fairly recently, and then I made the last minute decision to go to Bali on Monday. It's now Saturday night in Dubai, and instead of going out with a lot of other people to dinner, I'm fucking knackered, and I'm trying to catch up on some work and do this YouTube video. It turned into a bit of a fucking send the past few days. I feel like it always does when you're in a place for like a fucking short amount of time without properly settling in. I feel like Bali doesn't have to be that, but yeah, I'm going to slot into Zin Cafe I've booked, which is actually quite expensive for Bali. I booked it last minute, but it's a beautiful place. It's actually like it's like a hotel inside this co-work space that I love in Canggu, next to like Body Factory, gym and all that. So I'm going to end up being in Bali for like 15 nights, just over 2 weeks, and I'm flying tomorrow by myself, but there's plenty of people I know out there, and I'm meeting people out there as planned anyway, so yeah, it should be pretty sick. I'm constantly debating this and obviously documenting the fact that I'm debating it, whether I need to be in one place, whether I want to have an office and 50 people in London eventually, or actually if I just want to live this, what I would call high-risk nomadic lifestyle, which I used to fucking love, and it's probably the original thing I liked the most about making some progress in entrepreneurship when I first did. I was all about freedom more than other stuff, and then I go through seasons, and I've documented this a lot, and there are seasons to get your head down and work in one place. It doesn't necessarily have to be London in the winter, which is one thing I'm thinking about a lot. And yeah, I don't want to not do a trip or go somewhere and then in 6 months' time regret having not done it. And I also think, I'm fucking tired, by the way, and this is a very last minute. I decided I should film something. I really think I've realised I've developed this toxic hustle culture for myself, which isn't useful. And I've come to the strange conclusion, as mad as it sounds, I almost feel guilty if I'm enjoying myself, as in enjoying work, but also just enjoying myself in general. Like, it's got to the point where I don't know if this is my fucking poor mental health or just me being a retard. But it's got to the point recently, particularly in like the past 6 months, I think, that I almost, yeah, I've developed a very toxic relationship with work and life, I think, to the point where I feel bad if I'm enjoying myself, whether that's on a Monday while working or on the weekend going out and not working or anything in between. And it's completely unnecessary because there's so many people I know that are way more successful than me. In fact, most people I know. And they always seem to be enjoying what they're doing more than I do. Enjoying their day-to-day life, having maybe a bit more balance in it. And I'm there fucking, I don't know where it comes from. Does it come from the fear of failure because I've failed in the past so publicly and dramatically? Does it come from getting older and feeling like I can't enjoy my life anymore, like the fucking fun days are over, all of this shit? I don't know where it stems from, but I'm very aware of it, and I've become more aware of it in the past few months, and I don't want to continue living like that because I know I know I can be successful and progress the business and all this while actually still just fucking being happy to wake up and work on stuff and not resenting the fucking day, which I feel like recently maybe a part of me has. Yeah, I think the past month in particular, I've been in a bit of a shit headspace, to be honest, because I've been training myself to think that if I'm fucking enjoying my day to day, then I'm doing something wrong, which is completely ridiculous. So I suppose I'm very conscious of that. And that's partly why I decided last minute, oh, fuck it, we'll go to Bali. It's not like I'm not going to work. I can actually work quite well in Bali because I know the setup. I know, where to eat, the best places to stay, gym. I can kind of slot in. It's not like going, I don't know, randomly going to fucking South Korea or something like I've done in the past where it would be very hard to get any routine, which is why I think Bali is great. And obviously I bang on about it. Hopefully I won't get Bali belly for 2 weeks this time like I did last time. But yeah, where was I going with this? Nearly a month in since hiring Ollie, who's the MD now at Space Goods, I'm really trying to consciously let him take the reins on a lot of things in terms of day to day. Like most of the team is reporting into him directly now, which obviously I'm still massively involved, but yeah, he's really putting a lot of structure in place, and I feel like I have to be less in the weeds on a lot of things, which allows me to A, have more time to fucking breathe and do things, but also B, allows me to think about how I can actually move the needle a lot more. And yeah, I've got a load of things that are in the works that are exciting in that respect, and yeah, things are gradually moving the right way. I feel like we also reached 1 year. I forgot to fucking mention. I'll make a video when I'm in Bali on the 1 year milestone and do like a review properly, a proper rundown on that, which I'll post in like within the next week. I really should have been more prepared and posted it 2 days ago when it was the 1 year anniversary. But yeah, made a lot of progress. Never feels quick enough. I haven't hit some of the goals I set for the first year in terms of the revenue level I wanted to be at on a monthly basis by the end of the first year. I've not hit that. I will discuss all that and what that was in the next video when I do a 1 year review. But yeah, what's my point in this video? I'm going to ramble as always, but I realised that I actually need to allow myself to fucking enjoy the process a bit more because I'm so toxically chasing an end goal and convincing myself I can't enjoy anything that actually it probably has a net negative effect on the business. Certainly does on my mental health, which then definitely does on the business, a knock-on effect long term. And yeah, what the fuck am I doing it all for if I can't even enjoy the process? Like, the reason I build stupid shit on the internet from scratch and sell fucking mushroom powder that I came up with in my living room is to avoid having a job I hate. And then I find myself almost choosing to hate what I'm doing because I developed this attitude that says I can't enjoy anything, and if I'm enjoying myself, I'm not working hard enough, I'm not suffering enough, all this. And I think a large part of that is the fucking negative thoughts in my head, to be honest, which always come around. But I'm trying my very best to control my inputs and control my environment to keep that at bay. And one thing I noticed in the past month was I was just fucking miserable in London, living by myself, granted in a lovely flat, but by myself, shit weather doesn't do well for me. I like being around people. Generally in the sun, it has a massive effect on my life and my mental health. And I love being in a place like Marbella, Bali. Probably those two jump out as favourites. I'm less convinced on Dubai yet. Maybe I'm getting there. There are obviously pros to being in Dubai longer term, etc. But not convinced yet, for the record. Maybe I will be in a few months' time. But yeah, because at the end of the day, if I'm not happy, no matter how big the numbers are, no matter what's going on and what it might look like from the outside, if I'm not happy in my fucking home office in London, like I wasn't recently, to be completely honest, then none of it fucking matters anyway. And actually, if I'm not happy, we're not going to fucking grow the business anyway, which will make me even less happy. So I'm not saying I'm going to move to Bali full time. I'm just saying I need to be more conscious of actually doing things to make myself feel better. And when I feel better, I do my best work. When I do my best work, I feel better. So it's a nice cycle. It's like when you get in shape. staying in shape becomes easier because you feel good about yourself, etc. And the opposite is also true. When you get in a bad headspace, a downward spiral, whether it's fitness, work, goes the opposite way. So yeah, I guess I'm just saying publicly on episode fucking 40, documenting the journey, that I want to fucking enjoy the process more, because I don't want to look back in 10 years' time at these videos, which I will look back on in 10 years' time, I hope, if I'm still around in 10 years, which I hope I am. I don't want to look back on them and fucking say, geez, I should have enjoyed it more, because when I've got all this money, or whatever it is I'm chasing, which I guess money is one of them, to be completely honest, I don't want to look back at it and say it was all worthless, because I fucking hate every minute. So yeah, that's just something I'm thinking about, and something I'm still trying to work out, because it's not fucking easy. I don't think you have to be locked in an office, home office, physical office, co-work space in London, or in any place that looks maybe more productive, just to fucking get more done. I think you have to really know yourself, and I do know myself, and I've been ignoring the fact that I know myself for some strange reason, trying to, I don't know, maybe look a certain way and basing my business on how other people have done it when they're not me and I'm not them. So yeah, trying to get Florian, who runs ops at Space Goods, to come. I don't know if he watches these videos, but that'd be cool. Then I can kind of turn it into like a team fucking retreat, obviously with one team member. But yeah, I was feeling very spontaneous, but actually maybe I'm just listening to my intuition a bit more, because I always get that fucking excitement that I used to get when I was younger, when I feel like I have the freedom, and I don't feel like I've had that recently in London, even though I'm choosing to be there and living in a lovely place. And obviously now I'm going away for like, it'll end up being like a month total now at this point, or 3.5 weeks. I'm paying for rent in London and all that shit, but you can't put a price on feeling better and getting better work done and enjoying the day-to-day a bit more. So that's what I'm trying to do the next few months. I'll be back in London start of May, end of April, well, start of May. And then I'll probably go Marbella for a while, I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm just self-aware enough now to know that switching it up now and then, especially going to familiar places that work for me and my business, is probably a good idea. So moral of the story, you don't have to fucking hate things. Take it from me, I've not been enjoying myself the past few months, I can't lie. It's been tough. And yeah, should be hard work, but it shouldn't be miserable, fucking building a business and living, because I ain't going to get these years back. I'm not going to get these months back, do you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, more videos coming soon. I've got a vlog, I've got another video that I need to do, and a 1 year thing coming soon, but we'll call this episode 40, and maybe I'll churn some other bits in. Cheers for watching, subscribe to the pod. Peace.